Hey, and welcome back to a new episode of What the Tech, where we talk about some of the exciting things in the startup funding world that happened this past week. Kicking off from our good friends Crunchbase, we can see that there has been over 170 different funding rounds, over $3.5 billion on total fundings, which is mind-boggling. And just to dive a little bit deeper here, if we were to just click on this tab and scroll through, we can see the top 10 companies that received a lot of great funding this week. The first we see it's a Series A, 9am.health company, Series A, raised about $16 million. It's pretty solid. The second company, another Series A, Umba, Series A, $15 million. Series B, Do Control, $30 million. Series B, Twingate, another $42 million. Series B, Blue Ocean, I actually heard of these guys, $30 million. Series F, whoa, Sulsify, $200 million. Number 7 came at Series C, Iris Telehealth at 40 mil. Seed round, our first seed round here, Ellis, 5.6 million. Series A, Beam Impact, $13 million, 300,000. Lastly, Series A, Shipium, which received $27.5 million. And a couple of things to note, majority of them were, I think, a combination of Series A, Series B. We did have a seed round entry called Ellis, which is really, really cool. And we also have just one later round Sulsify here with a whopping $200 million, which is pretty crazy. There were also 54 different acquisitions recorded. If you click on that, what could that mean? We're seeing that we got oncology here, energy, Unifor acquired Collabo, specialized in extracting and utilizing information from structured to unstructured documents. Another pharma, MG Stover, what do they do? It's all about accounting, administrating company, okay. Concentric Skies, number 6, award-winning software development company focused on end-to-end product design. Korea, RevGen, hotel revenue, premium supply, custom trailer hoists, pumps, controls, D&D, Beyond, digital tool sets. For Dungeons and Dragons, very cool, played a lot of that growing up. And lastly, number 10, we got Daily FinQ mobile app related to money and finance. So a lot of different variety here on top 10. If we go back, we also see that we got $17.4 billion in acquisition amount, which is a significant number. Aside from the general snapshot, let's just dive in a little bit to see who the big winners are this week, how much they've raised, and most importantly, how are they effectively marketing and selling themselves from their website to attract new talent. Of course, being a recruiting and hiring and startup channel, we have to focus and just to see if these companies are doing a great job. From our friends at Crunchbase, from the weekly newsletter of the 10 biggest funding success stories this week, number 1, we come at Epic Games. And as you can see here, they've raised over $2 billion. Crunchbase says here the metaverse is going to be epic. At least that is what both Sony and KBI, the family-owned holding and investment company behind the Lego Group, are betting on. So this is a very interesting metaverse play here, or metaverse-related play connected to Epic Games. Both invested over $1 billion into North Carolina-based Epic Games, valuing the gaming giant at $31.5 billion, which is crazy. If you aren't really familiar who Epic Games is, as its core, you can see here they're an American video game and software company that creates games and offers its game engine technology to other developers. Most notably, they're creators of Fortnite. And if you don't know Fortnite, don't know what to say, you're probably living under a rock for the past several years. The deal comes just after Epic announced a partnership with Lego to develop a family-friendly metaverse for kids. And the company said the new cash will advance the company's vision to build the metaverse. So gaming company Epic Games is going head over heels, rushing in to the metaverse wave and jumping on it. Founded in 1991, the Fortnite creator has raised more than $7 billion to date, according to Crunchbase data. Wow, big news, number 1 success story this week. Now let's check out exactly how well Epic is doing in terms of how they're marketing and selling their company to prospective new talent. Now, before I dive into Epic and the other companies, we want to be able to rate and review each company's career page and the efforts that they've done on each page. We've created 7 different criteria that we want to judge the careers page on. The first being mission culture, the second being remote work indicators, the third being does it have any visuals, pictures, and videos, fourth, benefits, perks, the fifth, ease of search, the sixth, leadership team. Do they talk about the team at all? And number 7, job description. Is it unique? Is it including some sort of wow or X factor? So with this in mind, let's dive into Epic Games and check it out. All right, so we just got into Epic Games' website here, and let's scroll down to see if we can find its career page. I mean, first off, really cool visual, well-designed website. Got some sort of dynamic scroll here on the home screen. Careers page, usually you scroll all the way down and you can find the careers page, and there it is, pretty easy to find. Immediately, what I'm seeing is some sort of dynamic media video here, which is really cool. Without even scrolling, I'm getting a flavor of the culture, some of the games, some of the events that they're hosting. You got Fortnite here, you got pictures of some of the team members and office. Really engaging, really dynamic. I think it looks great so far. All right, so scrolling down, we have come to our disciplines. So again, a lot of good pictures, which I love. I see it segmented in different sections. You got art to engineering and production. One thing immediately that's coming to mind is the text here is very small. I love the picture. It started out really strong with the video. You scroll down and you see a lot of other great pictures. You can see pictures of other team members, maybe glimpses of their office. And the office really looks unique here. It's not the standard like white paint, halogen lamps on top. And then you just got a bunch of reading to do. I just wish the font, I think, it'd just be a better experience if it was larger. Scrolling down, I see design, publishing, business operations. So you get a really clear sense of what the disciplines are, especially the disciplines that they're really highlighting, which I think that's really interesting. I also like the picture of the Fortnite stadium here with the seating here, people working on dual monitors, very cool, very tech forward. And then you got some sort of a colorful llama or alpaca here, very interesting. What does it mean to be epic? So, okay, we got to check here off mission and culture. Being epic means being part of a team that continually strives to do right by our community and customers. Exceed your own expectations and level up at a place that raises the bar of engine and game development. Is that convincing? If you were thinking about applying to Epic and you read that, would you be able to understand the spirit of Epic from that paragraph? Sounds a little bit cheesy, but I think maybe it gets the general gist across. Now you scroll down again, why epic? They're really hammering home. So before they talked about what does it mean to be epic, now why epic? Really cementing their point across to you. We see life at Epic, we see Unreal Engine and Fortnite. Again, font is very small. What's the general gist here? Life at Epic. At the core of Epic's success are talented, passionate employees. Epic prides itself on creating a collaborative, welcoming, creative environment, whether it's building award-winning games or crafting game engine technology that enables others to make visually stunning interactive experiences. We're always innovating. Cool. Life at Epic, I can always be part of the latest innovation. Unreal Engine, make something unreal with the most powerful creation engine available. It pushes the limits of what a game engine can do and empowers content developers, architectural visualizations, and much more around the world to bring their innovative visions to life. Great, wow, powerful creation engine, very innovative, unique product. Lastly, Fortnite. Whether you prefer eliminating enemies in Battle Royale or securing survivors and save the world, Fortnite has something for everyone. So being one of its success stories, obviously you gotta highlight Fortnite. So we got visuals, but what about benefits and perks? So as I scroll down, I see apply now. So I think that's it. There's no talk about benefits. There's no talk about perks here. Like what, does it talk about remote capabilities? Does it talk about PTO? Nothing. So we're definitely gonna give it a little knock here. But in case you are curious of what sort of options are available at Epic, at least they have a clear link to click on that. Below that, we also see text about available internships and equal employment opportunity, which is great. So let's click on this. Great, another picture, careers at Epic. So if we scroll down, we can see that they have 428 open positions available, which is pretty crazy. You can see a very easy filter capabilities across department, location, product, company, and type. Let's just do for ease of use. Let's try this out. Country, let's do United States. Let's just keep that open. Maybe for department, why don't we do something that we're familiar with? So maybe product management. What does that look like? So product management, they're hiring everything from a product developer to product managers, technical product managers across North Carolina and California. But let's dig a little bit deeper and see what job description looks like. Let's check it out. So let's check out Senior Product Manager at Social. We're still really seeing this theme of color and vibrant pictures across the career page, now into the specific open job, which is actually really cool. It's better than like the typical white with black text. You get a senior product manager social. I think this is the reference code. Maybe these are types of products that you can kind of build if you're a senior product manager. Let's scroll down. Let's see if this is unique at all. First section, what makes us epic? So it's really kind of selling us on the high level again. At the core of epic success are talented, passionate people. Epic online services. So I think this is a specific team on Epic called Online Services. We're working to bring the gaming industry closer together, allowing players to play and interact with friends across platforms. What you'll do. Okay, so I was right. Epic Online Services is the team that you'll possibly be joining. What we do is more of a general, again, mission statement of who Epic Games is in case you're unfamiliar. So we start off with who makes Epic, what do they do as a company, what you'll do. Again, this is very just typical general stuff. As part of the Epic Online Services social team, you'll be focusing on enabling our players to have fun while creating meaningful friendships that persist across many games and experiences. Okay, very, very cool. In this role, you will X, Y, and Z. Again, very straightforward. What we're looking for, again, very, very straightforward. Someone who's organized, able to work independently with tight timelines, experience working cross-functional environments, very standard stuff. And then we keep scrolling down. Epic job plus epic benefits equals epic life. First time they're talking about benefits. Finally, only took for me to click on an actual job to learn more information about it. Not the best. Our intent is to cover all things that we are medically necessary and improve the quality of life. We pay 100% of the premiums of both you and your dependents. Great. Our coverage includes medical, dental, a vision HRA, long-term disability, life insurance, and a 401k with competitive match and profit share. That's pretty good. We also offer robust mental well-being, great, through Modern Health, which provides free therapy and coaching for employees' independence. Okay. And throughout the year, we celebrate employees at events, company-wide breaks. We offer unlimited PTO, sick time, and recognize individuals for 7 years of employment with a paid sabbatical. Okay. And then it finally ends with about us again. I think on the whole, in terms of job description, it's pretty general. It's very typical. It hits on all the things that you find or you should find in a basic job rec. We finally found benefits here for the first time. I wish that they'd mentioned it or elaborated this more on the actual career page because that's the main marketing and selling page for any prospective talent. But at least we have it here and they seem on the surface to have pretty decent benefits. So let's rate Epic Games. So in terms of mission culture, we got a check. In terms of remote work indicators, we have not a single mention of that, which we're gonna give it X. Visuals, they definitely get a point there for all the great videos and pictures. For benefits and perks, I will give them up 1 point here because they actually did mention it on the job rec. Would have been better if it was on the career page. Ease of search, give them 1 point. It was still pretty easy. For leadership team, did not get any mention of really any team other than pictures on the career page. So gonna kind of leave that at 0. And then job description, unique, wow factor. I'm just gonna leave that at X. Not really too impressed by it. So in terms of like a total possible score you can get Epic Games, we're gonna rate them at 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4 out of 7. So not bad. The second company, going back to our friends at Crunchbase, raised about $400 million and they're in the crypto space. So we got a nice little blurb here. Like before, crypto may be a lot of things, but boring isn't one of them. Take Boston-based Circle, for instance. Very cool. The company and issuer of US digital coin, a type of stable coin, announced it terminated its previously announced merger agreement with Special Purpose Acquisition Company, aka SPAC, with Concord Acquisition Corp, but has agreed to new terms that double the company's valuation to $9 billion. This was not surprising as USDC circulation has more than doubled since the original deal was announced and has now reached more than $50 billion according to Circle. Huge numbers. But then the company went out and raised another $400 million from big names like BlackRock and Fidelity Management Research this week. The new SPAC deal was expected to close in December but could extend to the end of January 2023. While it's likely Circle would like to access that money, let's wait and see what happens. Again, crypto space, we're seeing a theme from the top two. Really huge companies or companies originally not in crypto coming on the crypto train. And now let's see and read all about Circle Internet Financial and check out their website and most importantly, their career page. Immediately, first impressions, very clear, big fonts, very easy to read. From the surface, we have screaming payments and treasury infrastructure for the internet. We help businesses accept payments and send payments globally in one unified platform, move digital money, leveraging traditional payment rails, and do business in a more global, scalable, efficient way through blockchain infrastructure. Circle seamlessly connects these worlds. Come join us. Again, Really simple blurb here that kind of talks about who they are, what they do. I think it's very easy to understand from just this alone. I love the font. I love the minimalistic feel. Let's see now how we can find out about jobs. Now, I also noticed these links up here: product solutions, USDC, pricing, developers, insights, companies. I'm definitely assuming companies is the place to go for jobs. We see it here again. So there's one way to get to careers page. It's right through the homepage, which is very, very easy to find, which again, they definitely deserve a plus for. Now let's see if they also have another link if you were to scroll down, just in case you don't necessarily see this or you missed this in the beginning. I'm really loving the design here, really great graphics. Really nice, easy to read font. Products, features, developers, insight, companies, careers. Boom, so we got it again. So now let's go and check out their career page. Join the team. Again, going off and continuing with the whole minimalistic feel with a really simple white background, which I love. There is a link right here that screams explore open roles. So the searchability to find open jobs, super easy with minimal scrolling compared to Epic Games. And we're seeing, again, pictures, media elements, which I love, that showcases a big team, a diverse team, and even a global team, as they have, it's looking like people working from all parts of the world. So it's really gives you that global, inclusive, diverse feel from not even doing a single centimeter or inch of scrolling, which I think is a huge thumbs up. Let's see what else we can find here. What we're all about. Okay, so they're definitely hitting on the mission and vision here, which is fantastic. So got to give that a point. They're valuing their employees as stakeholders is about creating an environment where people can thrive and grow, be challenged, and learn constantly. Really hitting all the trendy buzz and keywords here. People can thrive and grow, be challenged, and they can learn. I mean, who doesn't want to be part of that? Sign me up. Scrolling down, we see, yes, remote first. We got the first company that understands the times and knows that not every company is requiring all their employees to come in the office full time. Here we have our first remote first. So huge plus here for Circle Internet. Gonna definitely give them a point here. They deserve it. Remote first. As a global organization, our employees cross a variety of time zones. Through Slack trivia contests, virtual happy hours, and online meetups, we stay connected, learn from each other, and build lasting relationships with the people we work with. Great. Life balance, what is this? We also view our employees' families and personal lives as stakeholders, both financially and emotionally. They're slowly touching upon the work-life balance, the culture, the environment, and that, it's not just work all the time. It's all about, really understanding where that divide of work and family and pleasure and fun is, and that they respect that, they're empathetic, and they're considerate. So really touching on two big things here. Huge point to including the terminology of using remote, flexible work-life balance on their career page. I think that's a huge plus, and more companies do that. What circlers think about Circle? So I think these are quotes from current employees about the company. This is really unique because you don't really see this that often. It includes a name, includes their department, and includes a picture along with their quotes. Now, you gotta give it credit where credit's due. I think this is unique, so definitely deserves a point there. But quotes talking about your product or company on your website, gotta give it a little bit of a grain of salt, because are these actual quotes? Are they made up? Are they bots? Were they coerced in saying them? Maybe they're not part of the company anymore and the company's just using these one or two lines out of context. You never know. But I think it's a nice touch on a careers page when they're showcasing a variety of people with different quotes. From women, you got men, you got Kristen, you got Max, you got Flavia, and they seem to be nice, short to the point. Flavia says, be ready to be challenged, to think creatively and be engaged. We are creating a product that's easy to understand and makes people's lives easier. Cool, I wanna be part of that. Max says, along with amazing camaraderie and friendships I found here, I've been able to maintain a satisfying work-life balance and enjoy my personal time because of it. Oh, it's also very attractive. And then the first one, Circle's company values guide our interactions and relationships with customers, employees, and help us make the right decision to stay innovative and efficient and work towards the goals of the company. Very nice. So unlike Epic Games before, we actually have a whole section of perks and benefits here at Circle. So I'm definitely going to have to give them a point here as well. They're really hitting paid time off, flexible paid time off, which is, I think, what a lot of companies, especially in tech companies, should strive for. I know that there's a whole nother camp of people that are flexible time off doesn't necessarily mean it's unlimited. It's actually a double-edged sword. I get that, but at least here they've mentioned it on their careers page. So I got to give them that. And they're mentioning that it's flexible time off and take what you need as long as it works with you and your team. Health coverage, nice. No matter where you live, we offer a market competitive suite of benefits. Health, dental, vision, disability, life insurance. Cool. Invest in your future, full-time and part-time. Very nice. Enjoy 401k and pensions with a 4% company match if you contribute 5% or more. So a couple things here. Number one, they are talking about 401k match, which not a lot of companies do on the career page. Huge plus. Number two, they've gone a step further and they even share the percentages of what the company would match. Again, not a lot of companies do this, and I think this is fantastic. Lastly, I think L&D, learning and development, is a crucial point that often gets overlooked, and I'm really happy they're highlighting here. Your individual growth and development is important to us, and we provide the resources to help you grow your career while at Circle. So really hitting on a lot of the really big perks and benefits here. Very happy they definitely get a point here. What is this? Another section about our values, about 4 different values here. Multi-stakeholder. As an institution, we exist in a broad stakeholder context, which means that we must organize, incentivize, and measure ourselves against meeting the needs of all our customers, shareholders, and employees and families in our local communities. Mindful. We seek to be present and aware, to be respectful, active listeners, and to pay attention to detail. Driven by excellence. Driven by our mission and our passion for customer success. Being driven also means that we relentlessly pursue excellence, that we do not tolerate mediocrity, that we reward based on merit, and that we work intensely to achieve our goals. And lastly, high integrity. We seek open and honest communication, hold ourselves to very high moral, ethical standards. So I think it does one of 2 things. Number one, if you're reading this and you can relate to this, you're like, oh my God, I actually consider myself to have high integrity, or I'm driven by excellence, I want to apply. And number 2, it's really making its values, its core tenets very clear to people who are just simply perusing their site, or people who are thinking about applying the Circle, that these are things that they take very seriously, and that if you were to apply, if you were to be part of the team, you'll find elements of high integrity, driven by excellence, mindful, and multi-stakeholder, among other things, in everything that you and your colleagues and the team and the rest of the company does. It's their spirit, this is what they believe in, and this is something to take very seriously for them to include this again in the career page. A lot of these points are very relatable, and I also just like the blurb here, but most importantly, the great kind of design for each and every one. Very cool, very minimalistic, well designed. They're now hammering home again, why Circle? So we envision a global economy where people and businesses everywhere can more freely connect and transact with each other through a system that has the reach and accessibility of the internet and knows no borders or boundaries. Again, this sounds like the general pitch for Web 3.0, for cryptocurrency, for Metaverse. And again, no surprise that it's here, because that's what they do. They follow that with a short quote from their CEO. Our mission is to raise global economic prosperity through the frictionless exchange of financial value. I mean, at this point, I've read the perks, I've seen the pictures, I've heard their values, I'm seeing the nice little one-liner from their CEO, sign me up, where can I apply? Looking for your next career move, we can help with that. Great, so they have 129 roles open. They have a lot of different teams, as you can see here, and they have a lot of different locations. Wow, they're hiring like everywhere. Scrolling down, we see compliance, data, engineering, finance, legal, marketing, product marketing, revenue, security, strategy, policy, and talent. Very cool. Why don't we dive a little bit deeper and check out one? So I click on product. They're hiring a business analyst, director of product management, cool, director of user research, lead product designer. Let's check that out. Unlike Epic Games, this is like a standard white background, black text type of deal. It starts with Circle as a global financial technology firm, so it's a really good high-level summary, what you'll be a part of, with the mission to raise global economic prosperity through the frictionless exchange of financial value. I mean, who does not want to be a part of that? Circle was founded in the belief that the internet, blockchains, and digital currency will rewire the global economic system, creating a fundamentally more open, inclusive, efficient, and integrated world economy. Reiterating a lot of the things that I talked about on their website, but really focusing it on here, making sure their narrative and the message is clear, what you'll be responsible for. Again, what I'm seeing so far, very typical, very standard, high-level summary, what you'll be part of, who they're looking for, what you'll be doing to drive design outcomes that meet our customer needs, what you work on, very typical. You'll aspire to our 4 core values. So again, this is something that I mentioned is apparently very important to them, and they really want to attract people that represent all of their core values, and so they're really including it here again so that people who apply can read it, really include that in their resume, their cover letters, and of course the interview process on how they can demonstrate some of these tenets. And then what you'll bring to Circle. Ooh, hold on a second, what's going on here? We got senior product designers, we got lead product designer, and principal. I'm confused. So I clicked on the lead product designer position, but they're talking about senior to principal. Oh, I think I know what's happening here. So I think they're being transparent here and showing the different levels internally of what it means to be a senior product designer, lead, and a principal in case anyone is curious or confused. So I think for the senior product designer, you have to have at least 4 years of UX, lead at least 7 years of UX or product design, and principal 12 years of UX. So that's really, really cool. And that's helpful because a lot of times, companies will hire a lead product designer with only 4 years, or they'll call people with 5 to 7 years a principal. But here at Circle, they're making it crystal clear. So even if you are maybe currently a lead product designer right now with about just over 7 years, 8 years of experience, and you really kind of want to be a principal at other companies, they're making it crystal clear that here at Circle, you will still be considered a lead. But now that you know the differences in terms of years of experience and other things between lead and principal, now you know what you can look up to and slowly work towards. So I think this is great. This definitely gets a plus for a unique and wow factor because a lot of companies don't do this and they're not that transparent in terms of the different leveling and the distinction between a senior, lead, and principal. So I really like this a lot. If you scroll down, they also touch on equal opportunity employer, fantastic. Value diversity at Circle is important. They do not discriminate. Cool. So far, so good. And then they just have one little button that says apply here. And what happens when you click on it? It's a remote first company, which is fantastic. They're talking about remote again. And so because of that, you can, I guess, select the city that's closest to you. So let's say New York City is closest to me. Perfect. And it looks like this is the actual job rec that you apply for through their ATS system. I've seen this before. It's powered by Greenhouse, one of the top ones. And this is just very, very standard. Okay, so on the whole, let's rate Circle. Mission culture, gotta give them a point there. Remote work indicators, they definitely deserve and getting a point there. Visuals, really, really happy with like the bright, minimalistic visuals and the pictures. They've done a great job in really talking about the perks, a point there. Ease of search, very easy to find the careers page and very easy to find the specific job you're applying for. Leadership team, I'm gonna have to not give them a point here. We did get a quote from the CEO, so it's gotta count for something, but I really want to see more of like who are the actual leadership team, maybe a bio about them or just more information about them. But then the job description follows through with a surprise on how transparent they are about the different leveling, so they get a point there. So overall, out of 7, they get a 6 out of 7. It is the best career page I've seen so far compared to Epic. Let's move on. Number 3 is Newfront Insurance, raised about $200 million. They're in the insurance tech. We got another fintech company here. 7 months ago, Newfront, ABD Insurance, and Financial Services merged to form a $1.35 billion brokerage. It seems that the merger went well according to Crunchbase because this week the firm closed a $200 million Series D round led by Goldman Sachs Asset Management Growth Equity, Business, and B Capital at $2.2 billion valuation. And essentially they're trying to modernize the insurance stack through AI and data analytics using really, really cool buzzwords. So let's see how well that they're doing being an insurance tech on selling themselves on their website and their career page. Okay, perfect. So just got to the website right now. Immediately, again, without scrolling, love the blue, love the big text. You deserve a better insurance experience. Yes, I damn well do, and I agree. Sign me up. The insurance industry has been slow to modernize, leaving clients frustrated and dissatisfied. By empowering risk management experts with advanced technologies, we deliver innovative and effective solutions to our client needs. Very, very interesting. Really big text, nice visuals. They even got a video here, which is fantastic. I love the big text. I love the minimalistic design. And it's also just a very short homepage, not unlimited scrolling, which I appreciate. And our company, right underneath it, you find careers. Let's dive in. Careers at Newfront, we're modernizing industry that's fundamental to commerce. Minimalistic, big fonts, I love it. We got 2 links here, one to view open roles, which is fantastic. So in case you don't care, you're not bothered by any learning about the culture or the perks of the team, you just kind of go straight to the open roles. There's a link right there, fantastic. There's also another link here that says working at Newfront. I'm assuming that this will take you to like another page, subpage, or a blurb about culture, highlights, perks and benefits. Save that to the end. So let's scroll down. We get a picture of the team. Okay, very cool. It's a big team. They all really enjoy wearing sunglasses and they're all in somewhere very, very sunny and there's water there, so great location. Upon examining further, they seem to be a very diverse team. They also seem to be a very happy team. Look at all the big smiles that they have. Like if you join and work at Newfront, you can have a life like us with a big smile and some really cool pair of shades. A better day starts here. Insurance is a $1 trillion market, it is fundamental to society, yet it has not modernized until now. Newfront is changing everything. Basically modernizing the insurance experience. Okay, they reimagine the experience for client, prospect, and employees, altering the way people create, understand, select, transact, and use insurance. We're changing the approach so that it starts and ends with the client, not the product. So again, reiterating who they are, their mission, high-level stuff. Our unique approach recognizes both the vast potential of technology and the fundamental role of insurance. Our mission is to define the future of the insurance industry while living our work, love, play ethos each day. Living our work, love, play ethos seems to be maybe some of their tenets or their values. We value balanced lives and are passionate about creating a culture of wellness that results in healthier, happier, and more productive employees and more successful clients. I hope maybe a little bit later they can elaborate on what that culture of wellness looks like in terms of specific details, more granular details, so that I now know more tangibly how I can become healthier, happier, and more productive as an employee if I join Newfront. So done a decent job in, again, going over its mission, who they are, their unique approach. We get more pictures here, fantastic. More pictures of happy employees, of different backgrounds, different departments, nationalities, and seeming like maybe different locations either. Everyone just seeming like they have a ball of a time. The office also looks pretty cool. Complex challenges. The insurance market presents unique and engaging business operating and engineering challenges, so it's mentally stimulating. Collaborative spirit. So we're building a brokerage from the ground up, which means our team works together daily to solve problems. I think a lot of assumptions people might have of brokerages or agencies, the traditional models, they're very competitive. They're trying to put that down by really kind of bringing up and emphasizing them having a collaborative spirit, okay? Real value, real impact. Insurance offers businesses and individuals the security they need to pursue opportunities. We're tackling a huge opportunity, not a small little pond. It's an ocean with over $500 billion of annual spend by US companies alone on insurance premiums. They only work with thoughtful and selective talent. So they hope that by you reading this right now, that you are a top talent candidate that can hopefully apply. And they're all about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Fantastic. I think it's really, really important to just nail that down. It's obviously a very, very important part to consider when thinking about applying and working in any company. So they nurture an inclusive culture where everyone is supported and encouraged to bring their whole authentic selves to work. What's great here is that because this is such an important topic, they have another link here so that if you want to understand exactly like what they mean about their DE&I commitment and promise, if you click on this link, maybe you'll learn more. All right, so scrolling down, we get another quote from a president of Y Combinator, which is not the president of Newfront. Interesting, but if you join a company, my general advice is to join a company on a breakout trajectory. I guess he's implying that Newfront is on the breakout trajectory. Cool, gives me confidence. All right, our values, they focus on people. We believe in a future where a diverse and talented group of humans plus technology delivers a superior client experience. Cool. They blaze a trail. The industry has been stuck in its ways of servicing clients and colleagues for many years, but nothing great has ever been built by saying, this is the way it's always been done. I agree. Act like owners. I love this. We're building a culture of owners who take responsibilities to deliver for our clients. We take pride in building a forever business together and deliver results. You can't work and not deliver results, right? Insurance touches every part of modern life and clients depend on our results. So again, really focusing on seeming like 4 really important ethos and tenets to what Newfront stands for, what they believe in, and what they hope every new person who joins the team can embody. Okay, great. So now they're adding another testimonial, which is really, really great. We've seen testimonials from employees. Now we're seeing testimonials of other publications and other companies, which is good. I think this is strong. It's not as strong as like directly quoting members of the team, in my opinion, but I think they have Y Combinator, they have Engineering Key Values and Forbes, other ways to find them on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So very cool. And then immediately, goes into the career listings, which is very cool. Now, before we do that, let's quickly scroll back up, working at Newfront. Yes, so working at Newfront, you click on that, it'll take you to life at Newfront. And then if you want to learn more about DE&I, you click on this. It takes you to a whole nother DE&I page, which is fantastic. I think at inclusion, DE&I should definitely include its own page, its own destination on its website. So I'm really happy Newfront's actually doing that and showing everyone who gets and travels to the website that they're taking very, very seriously. It's embedded in our company culture. It drives innovation. It requires continuous action. It's committed to ongoing diversity, equity, inclusion for our entire team. They even have a DE&I council that works as a committee to help make sure we're attracting, motivating, and retaining team members. So very, very huge plus to them. And then they also have more information about employee resource group is a group of employees who identify with others like themselves, so that when you join Newfront, you never feel like you're alone. You can always be part of subcommittees that can help you be with people that you also identify with or share the same interest, share backgrounds, etc. They have News Her, Blackfront, Emerge, NextGen, Cares, Ola. Great stuff. So now just finishing up this career page, they're hiring a lot. We don't know the total amount. I think the last two companies showed a total amount of open positions. You can filter by location, team, and employee type. They have a lot of different teams by commercial risk, being a financial insurance company, to financial institutions, executive risk, tech team, property casual, legal team, engineering, producers, people ops, so on and so forth, product managers, IT, HR, and just goes on and on and on. So let's check out a job rec. Maybe let's check out people ops business partner. Let's click on that. So what's interesting here is that we did not reach a page within Newfront's website. It's now a page connected to their AT system. This system, I recognized off the bat. It's by Lever, or Lever, as some of you call it. Again, one of the top ATS systems out there like Workday, Greenhouse. Because it's from Lever, again, very simple, white with black text. You can apply from this link above, but just scrolling down real quick, they're giving another high-level blurb. We're building the modern insurance. They give another summary of the specific positions, responsible for aligning business objectives, focus areas. From the team here, what is this? Being a part of this team affords you growth and career opportunities and more. We are a tight-knit and smart working team dedicated in helping the entire team work, love, and play to the highest and best of their abilities. In this role, you'd be an integral part of building a Newfront team for success now and in the future. I think this is also very typical, but again, doing a great job in demonstrating how they're hitting the points on your future present and also into the future once you join them and what you can look forward to beyond. General information, okay, it's salaried, exempt, and full-time position, maybe remote, can work anywhere. Okay, so we finally have language revolving on remote and flexible work. They have a hashtag remote. This position will report to the Senior Director of People and Diversity Operations, which is very, very helpful because you want to know who you'll be working closely with and reporting to. So again, great info. I like the fact that they have remote stuff here. So gonna have to give them a point here. What you'll be doing, duties, responsibilities, what you'll bring to the table, education, certificates, license, registrations. This is something also I see often. It really depends on the type of company and the position, but depending on the role, you'll also see some companies include a physical demand. So described here are representative of those that must be met by an employee to successfully perform the essential functions of this job. Reasonable accommodations may be made to enable individuals with disabilities to perform the essential functions. So basically, it requires moderate to long periods of time sitting, requires short to moderate periods of time standing or walking, requires very occasional lifting of objects that weigh fewer than 20 pounds. I think to many people reading this, you may chuckle, you may think that this is very self-explanatory, semi-borderline obvious, but I think this is also just very helpful for people who just really want more clarity. I think, again, depending on the role, if you're like in an e-com warehouse, physical demand section can mean something completely different and have a lot more weight or seriousness than someone who has an office job, but it's still helpful to kind of clarify these things so that there's little to no confusion. They end it saying that they're an equal opportunity employer, provides reasonable accommodations, and then you can apply now. So if you were Newfront, possible candidate after kind of going through the career page and their job rec, would you apply? Let me know. But in terms of their career page and how we would rate it, we have to give them a 1 for mission and culture. They definitely do get remote work because they mentioned it on their job rec. We got some pictures. For benefits and perks, we're gonna have to give them a 0. I haven't really seen anything about PTOs, 401ks, matching, anything along those lines, which is very, very surprising because they've done a really great job and really, trying to emphasize their life at Newfront and then even their values. So that's a surprise. Ease of search, they definitely get a point there. Leadership team, X on that. And job description, no real surprises. So out of 7, we'll probably have to give them a 4 out of 7. Next company that tied with Newfront that also raised $200 million is Sulsify Econ. We all buy more things online than ever before, and folks that make tools to help retailers improve their e-commerce capabilities are reaping the benefits. Boston-based, was the last e-commerce software developer to raise a big round, closing a $200 million Series F by TPG. It follows others this year in the space, such as Austin-based Cart.com and Lehi, Utah-based Route, in raising big rounds. They generated over $110 million in annual recurring revenue in 2021, which is really impressive. Helps brands customize product information that shows up at online retailers while also helping retailers more quickly access targeted product information. It's no surprise to see an e-commerce company make the list. I think for the past many years, but specifically since past kind of 3 years, e-com has just blown up certain segments of e-com. And you can't, of course, ignore the software or the SaaS platforms made for retailers and made for online retailers. That's just blowing up. And this is just a testament on what exactly is happening. Sulsify raising about $200 million. So with this extra money, let's just hope, and I love e-commerce, how well that they are solidifying their narrative and attracting talent on their website. Let's check them out. Homepage, really colorful, obviously a blurb, a banner on top with their recent investment round. You have a dynamic scroll, you have big font, you have colorful backgrounds, you have a really cool logo. Just from the surface, this is a really well-designed website. I mean, not surprising so, because they're in the e-com space, like website and web fronts is everything. They're immediately showing all the really cool companies that use their software. They're showing a really cool demo product video. Their Commerce XM platform offers 2 comprehensive solutions, Product XM Supplier and Commerce XM Network, resources, really cool dynamic moving banners and things like that, and buttons and links here to blog posts, ebooks, very cool. They're a recognized industry leader. Wow, they have to be legit because they're industry recognized. With all these awards that they're showing off here, you can see the product in action, you can request demo, very cool. Sulsify's career page, you wanna grow with Sulsify. Every time I see Sulsify, I always think of salsa. I love salsa, I love chips, but grow with Sulsify wherever you're rooted. At Sulsify, we're rooted to bring the best people to our teams, no matter what place you call home, what background you're coming from, or how you identify. We recognize that top talent doesn't reside in one location, so neither do we. I think this is great. I think they're being inclusive. They're touching upon remote, that you can be from anywhere in the world and you can be and belong part of their team. I think that's a well-written 2-sentence blurb here. Again, if you want to skip everything, you just click on the open positions, so it's very easy to get to. But you have to give them immediately kind of a point on remote, hoping they can kind of maybe elaborate more on it further in the page. When was the last time you shopped for something on your phone or computer? That's the digital experience we're powering for thousands of the world's biggest brands and retailers. We provide a platform to manage, activate, engage, and optimize the product content that every consumer around the world uses to discover, compare, and buy. Really painting the picture in layman's terms, very easy to understand. You can be part of a big opportunity, rah, very exciting. Again, another link to our view open positions, which I appreciate. So I don't have to scroll all the way up, I don't have to scroll all the way down. Our work perks, here we go. Open vacation policy, ding, got a point here for benefits and perks, generous benefits, 401k, dental, disability, FSA, dependent care, discounted tea, Hubway passes, referral bonuses. We love our employees, but really love when employees recruit their friends, nice. Employee empowerment, you got community involvement. We encourage employees to volunteer so they're mission-oriented, making an impact, driving real good value to the community. They're constantly celebrating, showing that they really care about every employee and that any milestone, small or big, they're there for you. Maternity and paternity. This is huge. A lot of companies, most, I'm hoping, do maternity. Not a lot of companies actually do paternity. And this is something that I've discovered here in the States. A lot of other countries around the world do paternity a lot. So this is absolutely fantastic that, they're really emphasizing maternity and paternity here in big, bold font text letters. We are very supportive of growing families and make it easy for employees to take the time needed to help raise any children they have. They offer a 16-week paid leave for birthing parents and 10-week paid parental leave programs for non-birthing parents to take during first year of the birth or adoption. That is really huge. Let me know, is 16 weeks paid leave for birthing and 10 weeks paid parental leave, is that really generous, or is that typical or standard? To me, like in America, in tech, like this is not something I see a lot of times. So I think this is fantastic. Hoping it's the step in the right direction for other companies to follow suit. And last but not least, you get a piece of the pie, you get equity. So if you work hard, the company does well, you can cash out like everyone else does. Scrolling down, our commitment to diversity and inclusion. Again, DE&I is super important here. They value authenticity, the power of humane differences. Different links on the people of color is to create intentional and voluntary safe space for people of color and allies. Fantastic. LGBTQ is the pioneers of best-in-class workplace practices by promoting health and safety of our LGBTQ community. Awesome. Women of Sulsify is to create safe and empowering community that encourages the personal and professional development of women at Sulsify Beyond. Again, doing a great job. It's deserving its own section here in the careers page, which is fantastic. They're just really making it a point that they're inclusive and they take it very seriously. Leading with equity, what does that mean? Download our ED&I equity, diversity, and inclusion report to learn about our commitment to building trust and transparency, prioritizing intersectionality, representation, retention, and creating a culture of inclusion, learning development, as well as how we will hold ourselves accountable to these commitments. So again, they went a step further and even creating a report that further demonstrates like their ethos behind DE&I, how serious that they're taking and how inclusive and collaborative and how everyone is heard and paid attention to at the company, which is, I think, absolutely fantastic. Scroll down. Ooh, now this is the place to flaunt your awards. Best place to work in Boston, best workplaces, great places to work, best CEO for women, and best company work-life balance. I mean, at this point, I am sold. I want to apply. Oh, what I also like is like they're very social, very dynamic on social media. They have a hashtag. They're showing, again, pictures of teams, which I like, dynamic, a little glimpse of their office culture. You can click and for them to show more. Let's see what we see. More team members, pets. Like they're definitely getting a picture here on visuals here. Which is really, really cool. And I guess it's like an endless scroll. You can just keep going on and on and on. And not only do you get pictures and office pictures, you get awards, but you also get beliefs and principles and movements that they're part of. Women's Day, Stands with Ukraine, awesome. Appreciation Day, Happy Black History Month, really, really cool. Just overall giving you a really good feeling of this company and what they stand for. So they've done a great job in really talking about earlier who they are. They're kind of going a step further. Their values, they care deeply. They are empowered. They take action. They are positive thinkers. Again, these four things are really, really important on everyone at Sulsify and everyone that they want to attract to join at Sulsify. And again, it comes with really great font and great logos and text and graphics. A day in the life from a retail success manager. It's often a challenge for a team to break into the inner circle teams. At retailers, it's important for us to connect with teams like merchant support, brand advocates, because we want to see the value that we bring to their businesses and also to their brand customers, who these teams work most closely with. After much persistence, I was able to host a webinar with the internal teams at one of our retailers and had almost 100 people join. Yay, celebrate Alex, good job. Definitely my first day at Sulsify, having come from a completely different industry. Took me some time to close my first customer. They're now one of our biggest and most successful customers, so it makes it all worth it. Great job, Nikki. And then Ahmad, being promoted to senior consultant, being nominated by my peers, makes the whole org run smoothly. So awesome, diverse, different backgrounds from different teams sharing their experience. Haven't really seen too much of leadership teams, but again, this is like the third link, I believe, to kind of click on the open position. So they definitely get a point here on ease of search. No leadership team, so they don't get a point there. Now let's just quickly peruse some of their jobs. You can see how it's divided between department and offices. The offices in Boston, Lisbon, Paris, remote, great. Customer success, customer support, engineering, G&A, marketing, people talent, product professionals, sales. And looks like they're hiring quite a lot of people here, which is really great. Let's do a senior software engineer. This is the page. Immediately, awesome stuff. So you have a video that, wow. So they have a link to a company's summary teaser video in the job rec, huge plus. They even have a Glassdoor score, huge plus. So they're really confident in knowing what their strengths are, what they're good at, the awards and reviews and ratings, and really doing a good job and being able to show that effectively to prospective talent. But man, they're doing above and beyond. They got a video here, they got review and ratings, they got awards, and even reviews from current employees, more videos, statistics about diversity, and even the perks and benefits, really clearly outlining and breaking everything down from dental, vision, health, life, PTO, maternity, 401k, unique office space. And they also have an ENP score of 56. Basically, it's 56. It's raised by 350 employees. This means 65% of Sulsify employees would encourage their friends to become coworkers today, which is, from my understanding, really, really big. But without even reading anything further, and it seems like it's just all typical job rec stuff, like they get a whopping huge point here for videos, rewards, awards, breaking down the benefits in these like specific details, categories. Like this is all really, really impressive stuff. And I think this is by far the best that I've seen so far. So they definitely get a point. But just going back to it, they help brand manufacturers distribute retailers in over 80 countries. Again, high level summary. We're an inclusive place to work. Very cool. It's also every day is different, but your mission as a senior software engineer will include, so again, typical stuff, who they're looking for, and bonus skills. Again, they talk about remotely. Yes, our offices are in Paris, but we encourage anyone to join our team at Sulsify. And they also finish it off with a mission to empower brand manufacturers to win on digital self, and then a very easy way to apply from, I believe, ATS Comparably, which is also something I've heard. But out of basically 7 things for Sulsify, They have really hit it on the nail for a lot of things. We're gonna have to give them a 6 out of 7. I hope you enjoyed this new type of video. If you like this format, want to see more like it, please comment down below. Let us know also what you think about our criteria. Out of all the different 4 companies that we have viewed today, we viewed Epic and Circle, we viewed Newfront, and we viewed Sulsify. Who do you think came out on top as winners? If you were to apply to these companies, which career page, which job description really impressed you? Please comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So going back, I think we gave Epic a 5 out of 7. Circle Internet had a 6 out of 7. I remember their pages were fantastic. Newfront had only about 4 out of 7, and Sulsify also finished strong with 6 out of 7. So I really appreciate you watching. We're gonna try to keep these videos up and just try to keep tabs on the weekly activities and how some of these big companies that are raising ridiculous amount of funding are allocating a lot of their investment into how to attract and retain really good talent, and how they're adequately communicating that to the prospective talent, job seekers on their home page. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you want to see more. If you've also been watching before, you know that we're also all about transparency, and we want to do whatever we can in our small little way to really help people find their new jobs, to help companies hire their new rock stars in the easiest, most transparent and frictionless way possible. And so because of that, we are cooking up a really exciting new tool, an idea that we're working on. Hopefully that can be useful to you all when it comes to hiring your next rock star or looking for new jobs, or if you're a recruiter like me, helping and talking to many people and guiding and navigating them on finding new jobs. So keep posting, make sure you watch future videos until we talk about that more and then make it available. It's something I'm personally really excited about, and I hope it can provide all of you value. But either way, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. We talked about 4 really exciting companies. It's really interesting to see that at least 2 of them are really jumping on with the whole metaverse train, but we also followed it with an insurance tech company, Newfront, which is really cool. And lastly, like a Sulsify e-commerce giant of a beast that's just crushing it right now. So make sure you tune in for future videos. But I had a lot of fun checking out the career pages. And even though like they're in different sectors and career pages all do the same thing, it's really fun to see how different each career pages are and how serious a company is taking its efforts into retaining and attracting new talent. So I had a blast, hope you had a blast, really appreciate it. And if you like this video, please consider like, subscribe, hit that bell, and we'll see you on the next one.